Hi, Julie.
Hi, Cassie. Lovely to see you. And yeah, thanks for agreeing to tell me more about Shungite, which I heard you talk about, at the exhibition that I went to, and it was absolutely fascinating because I've been hearing about it for years, but not really looked into it. And I thought it was actually quite expensive generally. And when you were talking about it and saying, I even got some of your products and I could not believe how reasonably priced they are from a lot I've seen, but extremely effective as well. So I just want to know more so I can share it with people.
Yeah, that's been our mission at Oraphim because I've come from a background where I've been a single parent, and when these EMF solutions came out, I couldn't afford one for myself, let alone for one for my son as well. And so it's for me the basis of me setting up and working with Shungite to help other people has been, well, you shouldn't have to go without something essential to be able to afford something healthy. These things shouldn't be unhealthy in the first place. And not to be too conspiratorial about it, but apparently these technologies could have been made safe in the first place. So I just feel like I'm in a really great position to be able to work really fast, really cheaply, and because of the input that we've had from Nancy Hopkins, listening to her shows over the years, and she's infusing it with silver and working with the powder in this way, it really costs down so that we can hit our aims and our goals to be able to be useful to other people without it breaking the bank.
Yeah, that's so important at the moment as well. Yeah.
I mean, we're finding, because we're a fairly new company, we've been trading about 4 or 5 years now. There are other costs that I am experiencing that I'm like, oh, I didn't think about that. But we're finding our way around things, and that's just the running of the business. And as we're growing and starting to employ people, which is super exciting.
Wow, fantastic.
Yeah. All of those costs have to be taken.
Yes, but still, I mean, I could not believe, how much, that pack of book was. And so if you could just tell, talk more about the products.
Yeah, sure. Well, I'm just going to hold up a couple of examples of Shungite. So this is a lovely piece of the Elite. So that's the rarest type of Shungite. It's about 1% of the deposit. And then we've got a polished stone here. 99% of the deposit is the black stone, and then the raw chips that you'd use in your water. They are the dusty ones. So there's a little bag of them. So
I've got those.
Yeah, and I think part of our mission at Oraphim as well is the sharing of the testimonials and the evidence that we have for backing up, how to use Shungite in a more cost-effective way, because I know that there are other crystal sellers who will say you really should only use the Elite, which is the most expensive one. And so I'll just share a testimonial to start with. We had a gentleman with 2 brain tumours, one behind each eye. He was given 3 months to live. And so we obviously we were new to Shungite, so we had some of the plain Shungite, not the Elite at that time. And we gave him some, and he popped it in his water. And I'd started working with the powder, so I laminated some of the powder into a little laminated kind of patch, which he wore in his hat, so as close to the eye.
Is like that one?
It was similar to that. It was before. This was before we'd got the stickers to so this was kind of really early days. And now during this 3 months, he had his radiation dose doubled by mistake. And his wife rang the hospital in a real tears because obviously his liver and kidney function needed to be checked up on. And the results came back that they were completely normal. Now, we've got a medical book here. This is a really good book if people are interested in Shungite.
Yes.
This one here you can get on Amazon. There's
Gina Martino. Okay.
Yeah, really, really good. It's really fab because it's got loads of medical studies in here.
Wow.
So including this gentleman we're talking about with his cancer treatments and the liver and kidney function. And in here it states that if you're using Shungite, your liver and kidney function should come back to normal within 2 to 3 weeks. Now his came back normal straight away.
Gosh.
Without the Shungite, it would take 2 to 3 months. So when we have people saying to us, well, we've been told you should only use the Elite, I have to say, not from our experience.
Yeah.
And then this is cutting that cost right down straight away.
Right.
So to say a bit about the silver infusing process that we work with, this is Nancy's Shungite book. This one here.
Okay, yeah.
Really fab book by Nancy Hopkins. So she was the Wi-Fi weapons expert for the US military in her early days. So she really obviously understands the, what we're facing. And through her work with Shungite, she accidentally discovered that when you add silver, it does a whole lot more for the Shungite. But working with the powder and the silver is a really effective way to combine the two. And working with the grade 2, so the plain black Shungite, we also get the buckets of Elite powder as well. Now they are hundreds of pounds for the buckets of Elite powder.
Yeah.
Get onto that. And so what Rich does is he liquefies the silver into a colloidal mixture that's really high in pure silver, and then soaks and repowders, rebakes and repowders the Shungite. And it has a very different frequency. But if you're able to pick up on the frequencies, then you'll notice the difference. We've just had some testimonials this week that have been really fab on Etsy, where they've been saying it doesn't feel like you have to do any aftercare with the Shungite when it's got the silver in it. It's already clearing.
Fabulous.
So again, it's just adding to what the Shungite can do for everybody without needing any gatekeeping kind of instruction. You don't need.
It's simple, yeah, best way.
Yeah. So it can really be given as a gift without any kind of you have to do this and you have to do that. It's just wear it and get on with it. So that's where we're.
Gosh, yes, and I bet you could talk all day about these things. But some of the products, like I know I didn't. The one thing I did want to get is the shower head.
Oh yes, yeah. Here.
Yeah.
So we've added the Shungite stones into the shaft there of the shower head.
Yes.
And these aren't the cheapest models you can get on the market. So they have a really nice three settings on the side, really good quality plastics.
Yes.
A really fine shower head here. So they really take the pressure as well. And they hold back the water by about 30%. So it's energy saving, water saving. And then you're getting this really delicate kind of bubbly water that's also softened. So really great testimonials from the shower heads to do with the health benefits as well.
Of course. I mean, I did hear, because I was listening recently to someone, and I know this, that if you have fluorinated water, there's more chance of losing your hair, anybody with any skin issues, eczema, anything like that. I mean, so many things, but the water that you're actually taking it in when you're putting it on your skin and through your hair. So yeah.
And also the shower without the Shungite, they create fluoride gases, which are called, it's on our description on our Etsy page. When I was sorry, the name of the fluoride gases escaped me right now, but because the Shungite is nullifying those chemicals, then you're not getting that. It's like, sometimes in the shower, if you swallow a bit of the water, you get a bit of a sore throat. Catches you at the back of the throat. I find with the Shungite shower, you just don't get that.
Shows you, yeah.
Yeah, and this sort of also adds to the evidence that whilst soaking the stones in the water to make the really healing water for the internal is really important, but actually the Shungite works immediately on the water. Yeah.
Sure. So when you're putting it in the water, because you were saying that it takes 3 days is the optimum when you put it into a jug of water, like a glass jug.
Yeah, it can be plastic, it doesn't matter.
Okay. I mean, I put it in my water jug filter anyway, but I've got a glass water jug. Yeah, I put it in there. And that helps to clear all.
So go back to this medical book here. There's huge amounts of studies in there about the intogastro system. And So according to that book, all you need is 100 millilitres on an empty stomach per day to cure some of these internal issues that your digestive system. Now that's how powerful it is. So what we also find is if you're drinking that really infused water at night, you might have trouble sleeping.
Yes, you said
because it's very, very energizing to the system.
So don't have it at night, yeah.
Unless you're going dancing. So our solution that we came up with is our water toggles. So these you can double wrap around. So if I imagine that's my tap,
yes.
they can just sit on the outside of your tap, and then that is deal with your chemicals in your water, lower your surface tension, but not overly energize your water.
Okay.
So this is where you can drink your tap water at night time with knowing that you're going to still sleep really well. But then people pop these in their hair, they put them on their wrist. I actually invented them because I couldn't get the stones in the garden hose purify the water for the plants, because I wanted them to have Shungite water.
Yeah.
So that's where this came from.
Brilliant.
And if anyone knows Magenta Pixie, she absolutely loves these.
Does she? Interesting. Yeah. Wow.
She said I can now go swimming with my Shungite.
Oh, fabulous.
You can pop it in her hair. So yeah, that was an invention from us that's just been, absolutely fab. Yeah. Just to say, we've had a gentleman with thyroid issues, and one of these on his pint pot, so he drinks his squash in the evening with that on, and after 3 months the doctor has reduced his thyroxine considerably.
Wow.
Now he's got the thyroid issues which apparently are irreversible. So you give Shungite a mission and it will we say expect miracles, because that's what happens.
Yes. And if somebody's got tumours, didn't you say that you can put it on the area? So it's
I'm hearing testimonials from friends of friends where someone has had cancer in a particular place. They've literally put a polished stone there for 3 weeks and the cancer's disappeared. So there's certainly there's a lot to be said about what Shungite's doing.
Yes. And do they tape it to the body?
Yes, or just pop it in a piece of clothing that's nice and secure.
Okay, and is that the one that you do, not the very expensive one, not the
Yeah, that was just a polished stone.
Polished stone. Wow, fabulous.
Yeah. So the thing with the Shungite energy is because it's not a crystal, and we're used to talking about crystals, and so a crystal will have a set frequency, and that set frequency is obviously going to be like a key to a lock. It's going to answer a particular thing. Now with Shungite energy, it's not that at all. So what Shungite is actually doing is its energy is not trapped within the stone. It's only using the stone as a doorway into this realm. So it's an unlimited amount of energy coming through and using this as a doorway or a portal from the quantum realm. So this is then where it pairs itself with your electrical field. You see photos. They'd never had Shungite before. One of our pendants, a pinch of the silver infused powder.
The sound's going a bit when you.
Sorry, when I hold that up. Yeah. I need a different
microphone.
Yes. So just to say that the lady has never had Shungite before with her green aura, and we got her photographed again an hour later, and her whole electrical field is transformed. Now, if you imagine that's your mobile phone or any of your devices and you've got a sticker on there, it's going to transform that field. If you've got a really smart phone like an iPhone or anything like that, if your phone's still getting hot, we recommend the extra sticker or two, and then that should be
brilliant.
So that's kind of a bit of an overview. So once you've got the Shungite in your field, I just want to say that it's your field that is then the transformational power. We often aren't talking about EMF fields and they're positive. we're always talking about, oh, negative EMFs, but actually your body is creating the most powerful EMF field there is, and it's just about strengthening that.
Yes, yes, yes.
Blocking or diminishing.
Mm.
You're the energy that in your life that you need to just, you know, give the Shungite a chance to kickstart, and everything will start working in the right direction.
Yeah, yeah.
List. You know, that's ultimately what Shungite energy is all about.
Oh, absolutely, it is. It's just changing your energy field so you don't attract those same things, and you are at the highest vibration. And yeah, so I get that. Yeah, one other thing I didn't get, which was interesting, is the toothbrush.
Oh yes. We have we don't actually have those for sale on the website because I don't have that many.
Okay.
But if people want to contact me privately, I've got a little under the counter store of and you need to order some more in. Yeah, the toothbrush is really fascinating because again it kind of adds to the evidence that you really don't need Shungite to be doing its job for very long for it to be effective. So where the Shungite is in the bristles, you are brushing your teeth for a couple of minutes each, you know, times a day.
Yes.
And there's the plaque buildup doesn't occur because the plaque is formed from a bacteria. Now Shungite is antibacterial. So you're literally putting that energy in and it's killing that bacteria. And then when I've been to the dentist, and I used to go every 6 months for a painful scale and polish, it didn't go for some time. And I booked in, I thought I better book in for a scale and polish. And she said, right, you're all done. So it was a small repair. And I said, what about the scale and polish? She said, there's nothing to scrape off.
Wow, fabulous. That is amazing. And do you use toothpaste with it, Cassie?
Yes, yeah, still yes. Use a little bit of toothpaste. You can add a little bit of the powder, pure powder. As well, if you want. If you don't want to use a toothbrush, you know, you can use the powder instead. Toothpaste.
I see what you mean. Yes, yes,
and yes, you can use it both ways.
Well, yeah, you could make your own toothpaste, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'll just say we do use the Elite in the jewellery because we find that it adds a lighter, higher frequency to our pieces. So that's where we use the Elite powder, because we want that higher frequency. Just
yes, in these as well, because I got this from you, and everybody's commented. It must be
lovely.
The energy of it, yeah. So I put it on every day, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we just had a lady say that she did an online medium session with a medium, and that morning she'd taken her pendant off. Now it was one she'd actually decorated when she'd come to one of our workshops where you decorate your own, and the medium said, oh, I've got your grandfather here. He says, put your pendant back on. So it really, you know, because it's about this electrical field that generally people can't see, but obviously the higher realms, they can see it. So yeah, it's a whole nother world that you're stepping into, and it's a whole new frequency to yourself. And Shungite just wants to show you that something's really changed. So often people really experience you know, quite a significant shift in various aspects of their lives pretty early on.
Oh gosh, yeah, it is amazing, and I know you can talk all day about the things you do and the benefits, because I heard more. Yes,
let me just show you one of Rich's latest creations, because it's absolutely stunning.
Look at my tiny one.
So we've just moved into a new building, and so these will be ready in the new year, I guess, when gosh.
And those can go anywhere in the house?
They can do. And again, it's about the electrical field. So where this will have a field of energy around it, it's actually pairing its energy to your field, because it can see your electrical field from worry about having to sit next to it too much. And some of the things we're finding, I think since we've met you, we've done a few other shows, and we've started using the pyramids, doing all sorts of healing with people. So with your small one, do you want to hold your small one up, because there's quite a big one. So if you hold your small one like this, so yeah, and then just clockwise circles, Actually, you could do it to yourself. If you clockwise circle your own body, clockwise, yeah, you might start feeling a tingling in your hands. Just give it a few seconds.
Yeah, I can feel it where I'm working as well. Yeah.
Yeah. So anywhere you've got some aches and pains, you start healing your own body.
Yeah, so you can become your own healer and actually heal others and your family members.
That's
and how
it.
much would that cost?
But this new one,
yeah.
I don't know yet. So
Oh, right.
It's come straight out of his production room. They'll probably be around about 45 for these.
It's not bad at all. Because how much was this? How much is this
one? If you find us at a show, then people do discount. They're but online they're around about £25, and they come all gift wrapped.
Wow. I got it as part of the sets, and which was very reasonable. So yeah, but
really powerful stuff. And yeah, if you can do that in pairs, like do with a friend or a family member, you can really start feeling that energy working its way around the body. So yeah, it's been a really phenomenal autumn, really discovering how how people can interact and heal themselves with that.
Right. And have you got more information on the Etsy site about them or not, or the products to sell?
So we do have a website, and it is www.oraphim.name, and it's on here. I just hold that up.
Oh yes, PHIM. Okay, yes.
Yeah. And then if you go to the UK shop page, there's various options. So you can either filter through to Etsy, where we've got lots of stock at the moment. Site is doing our kind of basic ranges, and eBay, and there's New Monday. But the good news is we are having a brand new website built at the moment, so look forward to that in the new year. So, and I'm working hard on lots of new jewelry ranges, new colors, new styles, so I'm ready for the new website.
Oh gosh, can't wait to see it. Yeah, and that's January 2022.
Yes, that will I reckon sometime mid to late January we'll be ready with that.
You have to let me know.
Yeah, will do. So yes, we leave it there, because I think it's enough to kind of get your head around. For people who are ready to kind of make a shift in their lives, or kind of get rid of some of those deep kind of shadow work that they might be doing, Shungite will certainly lift those to be seen and then released forever. So we've seen some absolutely phenomenal transformations in people's lives, and it's such a joy. Yeah,
I'm sure, and it's just what people need at these times. It really is, no coincidence that it's kind of coming up, and you're managing to get the a really good quality that's sufficient for a reasonable price. So
that's our mission. Yeah, we're not trying to sell bags of flour for a lot of money and then run away. No, we're here to stay.
Right. Oh well, thank you so much for that, Cassie. And and I look forward to hearing more and seeing the new website.
Brilliant. Thank you, Julie. Thanks for your connections and your community, and thanks for letting me share.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Bye.